going to use for evaluation notes.
Thank you. Now, let me introduce the test speaker for today. Our test speaker is Toastmaster Hazel Dsouza, and the speech title is Those 4 Years That Broke Me and Built Me. Speech title, Those 4 Years That Broke Me and Built Me. Toastmaster Hazel Dsouza.
How many of you live a life away from family and miss your spouse, children, or parents? We feel so homesick that we look forward to vacations, to be united and make up for every moment that we missed with our families. As a child, I was a boarder, and I too miss my family for the 4 longest years of my life. I always imagined boarding school to be the best place for kids, full of life, fun, excitement, lots of friends. I was so very excited to go to the boarding that when my mother told me that she would be enrolling me there, I didn't feel nervous or scared. I kept telling everyone I met, you know what? I'm going to the boarding school. I'm going to boarding school. But those 4 years broke me and built me. Contest chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and all those people who miss spending precious time with your families, good morning. When we are forced to face challenges, be it personal or professional, the one thing it does, it breaks us away from our families, our spouses, our children, and our parents. My mother always did her best to see that as kids, we were raised well. But she realized that they couldn't save enough to give us a good education and upbringing. So she decided that she and Dad would move to Kuwait and then take us later. She never dreamt for once that she could ever live away from her children, but she had no other choice. The day arrived for me to go to my boarding school, and I was happily walking towards my dream school of fun and happiness overloaded. My uncle came to drop me to the school. I didn't realize what was coming up next. Uncle bid me goodbye and turned back. Suddenly, at that moment, I felt a deep vacuum and my heart started beating harder. I looked back, hoping Uncle was there, but no, he had gone. And I stood there, all struck, dumbstruck with the reality that boarding life was not going to be so pleasant as I imagined it to be. The fear of loneliness, the fear to face a new world, and what was going to happen next struck me badly. I tried to take a step towards my school, but I couldn't move. And then I met a boarder who showed me around the place. The study room, the dining room, the dorm room, rooms after rooms, tables after tables, beds after beds. Looking at all of this, I became more depressed and I missed my mother so much. I couldn't hold back my tears anymore and I burst out crying. I want to go home. I want to go home. That year, I tried to find the cheerful and excited Hazel that I always used to be. But I couldn't be the same anymore. I was so lonely that I looked for every reason or chance to go home and meet my relatives. After a year, my mother came down to India and she took me home for holidays. And in the car journey back home, she couldn't bear to see me all silent, choked up with so much of emotion that I could barely speak. She cried on the way home, as she was not sure if she had made the right decision of putting me to the boarding school. Being depressed and lonely, I grew silent, very silent. The nuns told my mother it would be good if we could put her for extracurricular activities, as that would keep her mind engaged. And hence, I embraced hockey, karate, and the church choir, which brought meaning and purpose to my life. From then onwards, life took a turn, and I started to enjoy my boarding life so much that in the last year of my school, I didn't want to return home because this place became my second home away from home. Friends, so what do you think I missed most in those 4 years of my life? It was my family, the bond of togetherness, the sense of belonging, the love and affection, the attention and acceptance of my parents, which no person or material thing could ever replace. But keeping myself immersed in what I was most passionate about built me up into a strong, confident, and independent person and saved me from the damage that could have been done. When life challenges you and forces you to go away from your loved ones, I ask each one of you to challenge it back. Use that time to do the best that you can. Use those moments to learn new skills, build yourself, achieve your dreams, which will make you stronger and give you a purpose in life. Some of you can join Toastmasters, a positive community that empowers people. Become the stars and winners that you truly are. Because when life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. Contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hazel Dsouza.